The world is on the verge of a global food crisis. Rising food prices can plunge millions more into poverty and destabilize the world as we know it today. Close to 870 million people are chronically hungry. 2.5 million children die of hunger every year. To make things even more challenging, the world population is forecasted to grow from 7 billion today to over 9 billion in 2050. Every minute, the world population grows, with another 158 more mouths to feed. The biggest majority, 154 of these mouths, are expanding populations in emerging and developing regions. Not only is the world's population getting bigger, but it's getting older, wealthier, and diets are changing as well. Every 20 years, the number of people depending on one farmer will double. In the US, for every 7 farmers over 75, there is just 1 farmer under 25. For every 350 people in New York, there is only 1 farmer to produce food. In Australia, over the past 30 years, the average farmer's age increased from 44 to 56 years. If we continue consuming as we are today, we will need the equivalent of 2 planets Earth before 2040. If everyone lives like an average resident in the Western world, a total of up to 4 planets Earth would be needed to regenerate humanity's annual demand on nature. 1/3 to half of globally produced food is wasted, an amount big enough to feed 2 billion people. While in developed regions, a significant share of this usually gets wasted on the end consumer side, in developing regions, food waste occurs through poor infrastructure before it even reaches a consumer. Higher food demand will have to be realized with less available arable land, less water, fertilizers, chemicals, etc., and fewer emissions. There is only one world. We need to produce more with less. Agriculture is vital to successful progress. It is the core sector of economic growth. Almost no country has managed to rise from poverty without increasing their agricultural productivity. This holds especially true for Africa. Africa combines the greatest need with the greatest potential. Due to the vast area of land that can be brought into production and the possibility of even higher productivity, there is enormous potential in Africa. To capture this potential, many issues need to be addressed simultaneously, including improving farm productivity and consolidation, infrastructure, access to markets, and microcredit. Education is key, not just technical education, but also financial literacy, which often starts with having initial cash available to start, to invest, from cash to crop. Productivity gain of major commodities has slowed down to 1.4% per year. To meet rising demand, it should be at least 1.75%. The last 20 years, productivity growth for wheat decreased to 0.5% per annum. A similar trend holds true for rice, so the 2 most important staple crops in the world have had almost flat yield increases due to a lack of sufficient investments. We have entered an era of scarcity with higher and more volatile prices, and the battle for agri-commodities will only intensify. The economics of farming are not sound. Although prices are rising, farmers' margins have improved much less than prices of agri-commodities would suggest. Farmers get squeezed between highly consolidated upstream farm input suppliers seeking to maximize their returns and downstream customers seeking to capitalize on strong demand. As farmers feed the world, they are key to the solution. That's why 50 leading farmers from all continents gathered to discuss sustainable solutions. Here's a reflection of what they had to say.
There are a lot of poor people in Paraguay, and they don't know what to do with the land. So we started up this idea to show them, okay, you have 1 tree, 2 trees, 100 trees, and we help you with the finance. We talk to some banks or whatever, and give the opportunity to show them that they can make their own money. The trend is to be proud to be a farmer, because making food is a wonderful thing. It's the first need of the humans.
When I was a child, there's a river where I live, where I come from, and my favourite thing was to swim in this river, during summer. I have very fond memories of a beautiful day, sunny, hot, and I'm swimming in the river, and it's fantastic. My vision my idea of sustainability is that I want my children to be able to swim in the river. I don't want and my grandchildren to be able to swim in the river and to have a day like that I had. I don't want our farming activities to impact on their ability to enjoy their environment, to have fun with their children at the river, and to create those sort of memories with their family. So that's what my idea of sustainability is.
The main thing is knowledge, because since we started this knowledge transfer from New Zealand, our company has been growing and growing and growing. Actually, we are one of the biggest dairy farmers in Chile. This season we are going to milk about 5,000 cows, only based on grass. And I can say that we have achieved almost the productivity that New Zealand has on milk production. And all was based on knowledge and chasing a dream.
The role of farmer will change to rural entrepreneur, as farming has become much more than putting a seed into the ground. Farming is a complex business. A farmer needs to manage many challenging tasks in widely varying disciplines, including animal husbandry and nutrition, crop growing, tax and regulations, innovation, marketing, finance, risk management, and many more. Farmers cannot resolve the food security issues alone. This is a shared responsibility of global consumers, retailers, producers, traders, governments, academics, banks, and farmers. There is common ground between farming and cooperatives. Both are about the long term, about strengthening the community, about sowing today to harvest tomorrow, about a sustainable and self-sufficient future for us, our children, and theirs. Cooperatives help develop good farmers. Good farmers feed the future. Good farmers have the future.